Hello, Al Pals. This is Big Al. Welcome to Big Al Presents Films with Friends, the film from 1963. I almost said 2063. 1963, the Alfred Hitchcock horror classic, The Birds. Joining me tonight, of course, the friends are... Well, you know, she is one big bird tonight, but Netter of Netters Network. How are you doing, my dear? And what are you sipping from the bird, from your little bird pond thing? What do they call that thing?
Bird feeder, bird
pool,
whatever.
I thought they had like
bird fountain.
No, it's bird bath.
Bird bath.
Bird bath. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Well, you said the movie was about the birds, and this is the most famous bird I can think of. So,
yeah,
well, besides Flappy, you know.
Yeah, Flappy gets enough attention on Tuesdays.
Yeah, so I chose Big Bird because he's a very famous bird, and I am sipping on my Meyer brand sparkling water berry. And if they're cold after I finish this one, I will have a Diet Dr. Pepper because my tummy's just a little upset. I was inhaling a lot of dust and gook over the last 2 days because I've been cleaning the basement, the unfinished side of our basement, and painting the walls and the floors and moving stuff around. So I got the equivalent to con funk from cleaning the basement.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember con funk. That was always a bad thing.
Yeah, you'd understand what I mean when I say con funk, because that's pretty much how I'm feeling, kind of like a little under the weather, but my muscles all hurt too from all the moving around and the painting, you know, the stretching and all that. And so that's been fun. But the basement, the half I did do looks fabulous. The other half is for another day.
Awesome. And of course, her other half, the man who also looked like he went back in time a couple months.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, this is another film with Rod Taylor. I like how everything kind of sometimes links up like that. Of course, from the last call with Troy Pacelli himself, Papa Pacelli, Cartan the Klingon cleric, whatever you want to call him, he will answer by any name as long as you buy him a drink.
That's true. That is very true.
And what you got tonight?
I am sipping on a A&W diet root beer that may or may not also contain some root beer flavored vodka. I can neither confirm nor deny.
Well, I think your little stutter there kind of confirmed that. I'm just joking around. I actually bought some A&W diet root beer last week myself and have been enjoying it. Just for something different. Every now and then I like to buy something different. Plus my Diet Mountain Dew has not been on sale for a while. So
you notice that Diet A&W, it just doesn't foam up the way regular does. Well, and that could be a mixed blessing, because on the one hand you can just start drinking it right away without having to wait for that big head to go down. But
the one thing is, because I've still got several. Like I said, it's one of those that I don't drink it all the time, so I just when I feel like something different, I want to get some fat-free low sugar ice cream one day and have a root beer float.
Sure.
Because my mother loved a root beer float, and we're coming up on All Saints, was it All Saints or one of those days where you kind of celebrate the Day of the Dead, and you're supposed to like remember your loved ones. And one of the things I heard you do is to like have food that was a favorite of your loved one. So I thought, I need to do that. Something like make a meal that was one of her favorites or something like that. Like have peanut butter jelly and a root beer float. She loved peanut butter jelly sandwiches I don't know why. Well, I mean, I know why, they're delicious. But I was like, just something. I was like, well, what do you feel like eating? She's like, peanut butter jelly sandwich. I was like, okay,
that's a great taste.
That and Cheerios. God, she loved her Cheerios and Nutella. Not together, just.
What's funny about Cheerios, have you noticed if you ever try like off-brand Cheerios, Oreos or any of those kinds of, it's not the same. And I cannot figure out exactly what that malty flavor is that it has.
Yeah. Food Line, they have Tastios.
Tastios, okay, sure.
Which are good. I mean, I used to snack on the Honey Nut Tastios, and I would literally like, just like like popcorn basically. Got away from it just because a little too much sugar. Trying to cut sugar where I can.
Sure.
But I would get the plain ones too, and they were good, but just something not right. Let's see who is joining us tonight. First, let everybody know that the Cosby link is at top. Thank you, Troy, for getting that.
Absolutely.
Tonight, I was getting there. I was like, oh, cool. We already put it. I don't have to do it. So I just pinned it.
And I might also note that those of you that are watching in the future and don't have the opportunity to take advantage of the live stream that's pinned to the top there, you can get the birds for free on what is that? Internet Archive.
An even easier way to get the bird. Just tick somebody off.
Tick somebody off in traffic, and you'll get the bird. No problem. Yeah.
Is that the? Everyone else is kind of like you gotta pay for it. But it's out there. Just between us. Yeah, it's out there. FKHC 2005, also known as Tim.
Yep.
Welcome, sir. Last call with Troy Pacelli. Claiming Tim as being first. JPRPH1 giving us a howdy. Thank you, sir. Good evening to you too, Sir Torrin Clegane. Thank you for welcoming us. Netter saying hi, sweetie, to me. Hi, Netter. Thank you. Of course, flirting with the love of her life there. Deleted Scenes. Salute to you, sir. Thank you for joining in. Deleted Scenes will be joining me this Friday night, as is Outlaw Bill. We're going to be taking a trip back in cinematic history, 1935. For The Black Cat, starring the first pairing of Lugosi and Karloff.
That is a great movie. I love that.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's creepy too, from what I understand.
I have great memories of watching.
It's a first time watch for me.
Really?
Never seen The Black Cat.
Didn't realize. I have some great memories of watching that one late night. On Son of Svengoolie. It was Son of Svengoolie at the time when I was a kid. Yeah.
Okay, going down the list. Fluff Chick Productions. Thank you for joining in, giving us a hail chat. I believe that is Connie in her alternate form.
Yes.
In her powered up form, like a Power Rangers when they put on their special armor.
Good point. Yeah, great. Yeah, that's great.
All right, Fluff Chick Productions. Orphan time. Sorry, I just get a little strange there. It's Saturday night. It's been a weird day. Geek Flag with Nate Knows. Welcome, sir. I think that is everybody. Oh, there's Connie Cleary in her natural and human form. Showing up as well. But thank you guys for joining us. If I missed anybody, I hope I didn't. I think I got everybody there. But yeah, The Birds. Full disclosure, had never seen it. This is a first time viewing for me. I decided way back in the early part of the year, if not last year, to make Hitchcocktober, specifically to watch The Birds, and I threw Psycho in because why not? Because it's October, and it's a good time to watch some of these horror thriller kind of films. And
why Fluff Chick Productions is in the audience.
Well,
The Birds. It's the Bird Woman. Come on. I mean, if I could have only gotten Daniel, the Birdman, to show up. We'd have had a party.
Oh, that's funny.
But no, actually, Birdman and I watched a movie Wednesday offline, just because he had some time off. Wanted to watch a movie. Watched The Martian with Matt Damon, which is a really good film. If you've never seen
it is. Yeah,
it's really a solid, good film. But yeah, never seen it. How about you guys?
No,
Troy?
I saw it a million years ago.
Yeah, same. I in high school I went through a huge Alfred Hitchcock period, and as I recall, the character represented by my icon was kind of a jerk in this movie.
Oh, I don't know, but
oh, that's right. You wouldn't know because you haven't.
I wouldn't. Yeah. I would know. I haven't seen it.
Like
I've seen Psycho. I've seen Vertigo.
North by Northwest.
Did I see North by Northwest?
Yeah. See, when I was growing up,
I'm not sure now about North by Northwest.
Yeah, we should do that. We should do an Alfred Hitchcock night. Yeah.
Yeah, we should do a full.
Are you available on Monday nights?
Usually.
So maybe
unless I'm like just dead tired from the weekend.
Sure. Well, maybe one of these nights we could do an Alfred Hitchcock double feature.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I forget which ones I've seen. I have to go back. And some of them, there's some films like, it's been so long. I don't remember if I've seen them or not. I'm sitting there going, did I see North by Northwest? I remember the plane scene.
Laura's another one.
Laura?
Mm-hmm.
Never seen Laura. Haven't seen Marnie either.
I don't mean to derail everything, but now you've got me excited. I think I'd like to do that. So let's plan. I'll talk to you offline. We'll come up with a Monday where we could do a double feature.
Yeah, I'm not like I said next. I don't think this. Well,
no. I've got this week planned, but in the future.
Yeah. I've never like I said, never quite sure, but hopefully I could be at least for one of the films on Monday.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so
but
when I was growing up, we actually had Alfred Hitchcock Presents every week.
I remember that. Yes.
So I would watch these different films every week, and you would think as a kid, it's like, oh, the kid can't watch this; they'll be freaked out. No, I didn't really think too much about it. It's like, okay, there's a creepy crawly, and it's attacking people.
Most of them were very cerebral. They weren't scary. So
but it's like all of those.
I remember some of them. I remember I think I remember when they were like being redone. There was like a new Alfred Hitchcock Presents, and there was
they would use the footage of Alfred Hitchcock introducing.
Right.
Yeah.
Because one of them that always creeped me out was this guy's wife gets attacked, and they go down to like he wants to catch the guy. And she sees the guy. She's like, "That's him. That's the guy who attacked me. That's the guy who hurt me. Oh my god!" And he goes, he beats the guy up and ends up killing him. And then as they're driving down the street, she's like, "There he is. That's the guy who hurt me." She was freaked out. Every guy looked like her attacking her.
Oh my god!
So he kills an innocent man.
I remember that one.
I remember that. That always freaked me out. And go like, what kind of crazy people might be out there? And it's like, I don't know. That one sticks. That one stuck with me. A few Twilight Zones and Alfred Hitchcocks, and some of them just kind of stick with you throughout your life, and that one did.
Yeah, now, I don't remember if this is a Hitchcock or somebody else did it, but there's also a movie called Ants, and it's of course a bunch of ants taking over.
Are you talking about the Zante? Which was in Outer Limits, I think. They were like these weird big-eyed.
Suzanne Summers was in it, if I recall correctly.
Oh, okay, that's something different then.
No, that wasn't Alfred Hitchcock.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about the Zante Misfit. Zante. They were like ants, and they were like weird looking things.
No, these were actual ants that were like taking over. Like a farmhouse, because I guess they
very, very famous movie poster for that one. Yeah, that was the director was Robert Shearer was the director on that one.
What was it called?
Ants.
It was called Ants. Ants, A-N-T-S with a exclamation point.
Oh, okay. Wow. I gotta check that one out. And it was a movie?
Yeah, you should. I think
I need to check that out. I like it when animals attack.
Especially those that would have liked what was that Shatner movie we watched last Monday?
Kingdom of the Spiders.
Kingdom of the Spiders. Especially if you like that, yes.
Yeah, because there's the other one with there's one with Joan Collins. I think isn't that an ant one too?
Oh, I don't remember.
Or a spider. I forget what, but I forget the name of the movie. I remember we talked about it, and then I forgot the title of it again. But yeah, just I love a good. I mean, even like I said, even Killer Bunnies.
Oh yeah,
the Night of the Lepus. I mean, that stuff like that. I just dig it for some reason. But of course, it's time for the birds to attack. So, like I said, it's up there at the top of the chat there for Cosby. I got mine ready to go. You ready to go, sir?
Absolutely.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Yep.
Universal Pictures presents. Wow, the birds start flapping and
you hear them right away.
The one thing I didn't realize, so I was like doing a little research. There's no music score.
No, you're absolutely right.
Story from Daphne du Maurier. It was what you could say inspired by, because the story like takes place in England and it's one family in a cottage, I think, if I remember my reading. Veronica Cartwright.
Yep.
I think she was 13.
Tippi Hedren is introduced in this film. She didn't have much of a career after that, and that was entirely because of Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah, there is some backstory.
Yeah.
To old Mr. Hitchcock and Tippi. He wanted to get a little handsy.
Yeah. This in the modern day would have definitely been a her also kind of situation.
Yeah. You just saw a few seconds ago Tippi Hedren's outfit by Edith Head. She wears the same green suit in the entire film.
Uh-huh.
But there were 6 of them. They made 6 of them for her.
Interesting.
And there is one in the Smithsonian, I believe.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
With her script, if I read that. Or was it her script? She gave something to the Smithsonian. I think it was a dress and a script. I might be wrong about the dress now that I think about it. This Omen prequel is weird.
Yeah, exactly. And that is a sharp outfit she's wearing, I just got to say.
Oh, that's not the outfit she ends up in, but there's Alfred.
I love the gloves. There's Alfred Hitchcock.
It is cameo, walking his dogs.
Yeah, he does a cameo in every single film that he does.
Yep. It's like Where's Waldo?
Right. I do like the fact that they have an early explanation, right?
Mm-hmm. Although I think in the book, or it's based on kind of a real life stuff that happened.
Uh-huh.
Birds went crazy. As they investigated, and even the modern day, because it's happened several times, it's traced back to bacteria or a algae or something.
Interesting.
That the fish eat, and then the birds eat the fish, and it really reacts badly for birds.
Interesting.
It makes them go crazy, and it can even end up killing them. She was a nice looking woman.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she still is. I mean, She's still with us. Pardon me.
No worries. We understand.
I inhaled.
I mean, she's got great legs, right? Okay, this scene just kind of annoys me.
I had to mute there for a second to cough it out.
Oh, no worries.
Oh, Wolf 10 meet. Hey, Wolfie. Long time no see,
Hey,
man.
good to see you, Wolfie.
Of course, Tippi Hedren, the mother of Melanie Griffith, and hence the grandmother of Dakota Johnson.
Huh. Okay, I didn't realize that.
You didn't know that? Yeah,
No.
she's Melanie Griffith's mom.
But you're just about to. Sorry, spoiler.
Well, a little toucan.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't want to
Come
go
here.
into her hand.
Come here.
Yep. Let the pigeons loose.
Yep. Of all the places for it to land.
He is kind of a butthead, isn't
Right?
he?
Yeah, but she's the one who made it sound like she worked there.
That whole scene I felt was very uncomfortable, but it's well done. I mean,
Right.
You're supposed to feel uncomfortable.
Ooh, Ford Galaxy.
WJH003. Yeah, that's when shops used to have phones that customers can actually use if they need to, like, call a taxi or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly why they had them. Yes, you absolutely would.
You get the idea that this Charlie, she's got him wrapped around her finger.
Yes, absolutely.
She could.
You also get the impression she could wrap any guy around her finger.
Yeah, I was going to say she's probably got a lot of guys out there.
Mm-hmm.
She's got more fingers than just showing. $50 Shades of Beige. Yes, we have seen quite a bit of her granddaughter, haven't we?
Some of it virtual, but yes.
That's a rather nice coat.
It is.
Back in the day when you could wear fur and nobody got upset.
Back in the day when you could wear real fur, although I'm not 100% convinced that is.
Oh, that's Mel from the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Yep. Oh, he's been in a lot.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't recognize him. Richard Deacon.
But awesome that he, that he told her, right?
Yeah.
He could have just ignored the circumstance. None of his business. Exactly.
The birds going.
That
Wee!
is the cutest, yes. I have no idea how they got that shot.
Well, they made a lot of mechanical
and
they didn't look real. They look too stiff.
But if you told me those were real birds and they react that way because of a tilt or something like that, I'd believe you.
Yeah, I mean, it looked fine to me. Yeah, well, unless you looked like super uber close or something.
Right.
That's a sweet car.
That's a good one, Nate. I like that one.
She drives like a maniac.
You tend to when you got a sports car on open roads with no traffic.
That green screen driving effect.
I don't know her.
Ooh, crab and shrimp at the fish market. Let's go. General merchandise. I love a good just general
store. Yeah, exactly.
I used to work at one, a little country store.
There was a little general store that I went to in town near a Boy Scout camp that I went to in Cimarron, New Mexico. I swear it was like walking back into the Old West, kind of like this. He's going to go and point. That's what he said.
Yep. there was a little, I'm not going to say controversy, but discussion about the age difference between Mitch and his sister, which was like 20 some years ish.
It's entirely possible.
16. It is. If you have, have a child early and then have one later, a little bit later, nothing wrong with that. But they're just saying it was odd. But it was,
you're right. It is. It isn't common, but it's entirely possible.
Right. I think at the time the girl was 11 or 13, and
yeah,
they saying that Mitch was late 30s or mid 30s, something like that.
Yeah, I would confirm that.
I don't like him.
Yeah.
He does seem like he has his fingers on the pulse of the town, even if he can't remember names.
And I love the fact that the directions he gives are directions a person could follow.
Right.
I mean, I could follow those directions.
Yeah, I hate it when people go north for 2 blocks. Which way is north from here? I don't know that. Tell me left or right.
It's like, I don't got a compass.
Yeah. Not only that, I'd like to know street names so I know, not just to count the streets and just guess this one is the right one. Does this alley count as a street?
Yeah, it's like I like the directions of, if you drive 2 blocks, you'll see a blue house on the left. Go past that until you see, the brown grocery store, and then turn left there and go down 3 more houses, and that's where they live or something,
Suzanne Flechette.
Mm-hmm. So good choice to stop here.
Geek Flag with Nate says his brother is literally old enough to be his father.
Yeah.
I have a nephew that is 2 years older than me. I have a nephew that is 15, 16 years older than me. My half sister was 1 year younger than my mother. She's the one that recently passed away. I think I mentioned that.
Yeah, sorry.
A couple weeks ago.
The brunette looks a bit like Annette Funicello, but I know it's not her.
No, it's
Suzanne Flechette.
Ah, okay.
Very young.
Mrs. Newhart.
Man, she really was pretty.
Which one? Both of them.
Really, yes, exactly. But I was talking about Suzanne.
Yeah. That dark hair. A little tension there.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of subtext there.
Yeah.
This is why I didn't say anything sooner. All of this, character development, right? Mm-hmm. Going to the shop, the sister's name, talking to the teacher, makes you actually care about these characters, and the whole backstory about the court case and the window. Mm-hmm. We don't know any of those details, but you get this impression of more history beyond what we've seen.
It's a slice of life.
It pulls you in.
Yeah, it's like you're stepping into a situation.
Yeah.
Getting just enough to know about these people. Right
enough
before
to care about these people, But man, that's a nice car.
And that's really something a lot you don't get these days a lot, is enough to care about somebody.
Exactly.
I mention that sometimes in my 10-word, my little rants after the 10 words. It's like, I love it when I care about the character.
Yes.
When they matter to me.
It's really almost impossible to enjoy the story if you don't care about the characters.
Right. And if anybody wonders, my 10-word review for Joker and Joker Folie à Deux are both up.
Oh, I'll have to check those out. In fact, I'll have to check those out in advance of tomorrow night's Geeky Geezers. Yes, I was thinking of exactly that, Tim. That exact scene. Perfect.
She is going a long way to deliver these birds to this girl.
Well, he really got under her skin.
Yeah.
Well, he's not going to be there to start her for her when she's coming back. So I hope she knows how.
You know how to start an outboard motor, right?
Never tried. Don't know.
I always loved a nice little outboard.
I used to work at my uncle's marina, so I had a lot of experience.
I always had trouble with like the gas tank and the little bulb thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I absolutely do. I worked at the pump, the gas dock, when people needed a fill up. So I was very well versed in all of that.
Just where are you going to tie up that boat so it don't float? Oh, there's a dock.
Yeah, there's always if you live on the shore, you have a dock. Even if you don't have a boat, you have a dock.
Even if the ice flows take it half of it away, like it did with ours once.
Yeah, well, there is that. Yes,
you have a nice little wharf, and then a really bad ice flow happen.
Okay, he's in the barn. She saw somebody else
drive off. Nate agrees. Yeah, you can't. Modern entertainment, you don't give a damn about the character.
Watch, yeah.
I haven't seen this movie in a long time, so it's kind of like, so what?
Remember, her intent had been previously to just leave it.
Ooh, she'd written him a letter.
Yep.
Well, she had originally. Now she rewrote one to Kathy.
Yep.
Okay, you need to get out of there, lady.
She's making sure someone's there to find the birds.
But she's also making sure he's still in the barn so he doesn't see her leaving her his house.
But you want to think,
Although, imagine being the person that finds those birds in the house.
You gotta take the rope off, girl.
No. She's got to give herself slack. She's too tight. She had to do that first in order to.
I like that boat. It's a nice little boat. Nice little skiff.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what she's expecting to see.
She just wants to see his reaction.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because hiding in the boat that's in the middle of the lake.
Yeah, it's not. You're not exactly stealth out there.
You know, it's like duh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is.
Falls in his court.
Yep.
He's going to meet her on the other side.
He's going to get there before she is.
What's funny is she feels so proud of herself.
Yeah,
you know?
she's got that the shit eating grin on her face.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Leonard.
What? What?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It has begun.
Mm-hmm.
Nice sweater he's got. I like the big old.
I like the way he said
knits.
that. Let's take care of that, okay?
Yeah.
Like, I want to get your permission before, doing anything.
Seafood restaurant.
Oh yeah, you would expect there'd be a number of them around there. It's a fishing town.
The Tides. Sounds like something we'd have around here.
Mm.
Hey, Curtis Selby, welcome.
Hey, Curtis.
Evelyn Hampton, how are you doing, my dear?
Oh, Evelyn, I know you've seen this movie a number of times.
You're not late. You have arrived exactly when you needed to.
Yep.
Barry Cosby at the top if you guys want to join on in.
Oh, he's worried about liability.
Why didn't you say she got hit by a gull?
Because he's kind of ribbing him. Don't worry, it didn't happen outside. I love that.
Just buttons to be pushed.
Yep.
He told her to hold it to make it look like a bird is attacking her head.
She looks like a teapot.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to represent a bird.
I can kind of see that. Yeah.
The ring is the eye, and
yeah,
it is the beak.
It's perfect. I didn't give it to you, so it's none of your business.
A very young Jessica Tandy.
Oh, it is.
It's Miss Daisy.
It's very strange. You usually see actors and actresses when they're younger, and then you see them over time getting older. It's very rare that the first time you see them is when they're older, and then suddenly see them really young.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she'd been working her whole life, but it wasn't really until later in her life that she struck it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she's more of a character actress before that. But the curse of the character actors, they tend to blend into the background a little bit.
And just like the older lady from Titanic, Gloria, can't think of her name now. I'm not even sure about Gloria, but because she had a long career. She was in the original Invisible Man, but she didn't really break superstardom until she was in Titanic.
Yeah.
Gloria Stewart, thank you. This Driving Miss Daisy prequel is weird.
Oh, someone had to say it.
I love the dynamic between these two.
Yes, I do too.
Well, it's obvious that the brunette is in love with Mitch.
Which is interesting when you've never even seen the two together.
No, but just by things that she said,
yep.
Yeah.
She's in love with Mitch.
They probably have a lot of history. Tim says Jessica Tandy looked old even then. I suppose. She had she kept her hair pretty natural. It was coming in gray already.
Uh-huh. Want to add another one? This Alien prequel is weird. Yep, the lead of scene's got it. Oh, Lambert. Yet. Mm-hmm. You never think about the chickens going crazy. You know, you think about the seagulls. I like the ominous silence.
If you think your animal's getting sick, call the vet.
Right.
Talia sees is rooting for the chickens. Get a killer chicken movie. The night the Colonel died.
Chicken attack.
KFC killing ferocious chickens. Killer ferocious chickens would be better. There you go.
She has such pretty blue eyes.
Yeah.
Ooh, she's got a dishwasher. She's well off. Poultrygeist.
I like that.
Starring Walter Pigeon or Chick Corea. Dove Cameron. Raven Simone. That seemed a little weird to call your mom darling.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why I think it's kind of creepy to see the Curtis dropping the psycho memes. It does have that kind of odd Oedipus thing going on.
She's truthful about that. Oh, that's not scary at all.
Right?
If you're talking about the actress Tippi Hedren, Curtis Selby, yes, she is still with us at 93, 94, something like that. In fact, she's the only one of the main cast still with us, sadly.
Mm. And so did the audience.
Oh, Veronica. Okay, Veronica Cartwright is still with us. Okay. I thought she had passed. I might be thinking of somebody else. Thank you, Delise. I got her confused with somebody else.
Now that's an interesting directorial choice to get to a certain point in the conversation and say, I think I'll have some of that, because generally when you offer someone a drink, you take one too, just so they're not drinking alone.
Right. Ooh, bringing back a little what we were talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm. I have the benefit of having seen this movie a number of times.
Thank you, Geek Flag. 75. Okay. I swore I thought she had passed. Who passed? Somebody.
She couldn't move on.
Well, that's a very complicated relationship.
Yeah.
In her own, I mean, just her herself dealing with it.
And I would argue not a very healthy one.
No, definitely not. And you can tell she knows it too by
the
way she tells the story, the look in her eye.
Yep.
She's like, I can't get over this guy, and it's not good.
She's even resigned to the idea that it's not like she's waiting for him or anything. Like she expects something to happen. She knows it's never going to.
Right. Oh, look at the framing of that shot.
Yes, I was just thinking that this is a very classic Alfred Hitchcock.
And now she's in a weird position. She is definitely attracted to Mitch.
Yeah.
But now she definitely feels for Annie.
And she understands the uphill battle there would be
dynamic.
For anyone to have a relationship with
the
Mitch.
family dynamic that's going to play.
Yeah, it's like after I did all the work yesterday and was finishing up, I actually slept almost 10 hours. That's how exhausted I was.
Again, that was a very complicated dynamic in that line. Thank you, Annie.
Dun, dun, dun. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in.
Right. It's not that dark.
For the same goal who tried to eat my head.
Good. Got what it had coming.
Al, is that the suit you're talking about? The green
suit?
Yeah.
She can hide in the grass and no one will ever find her.
It's honestly, it's a very iconic dress. So if it's in the Smithsonian, that makes perfect sense.
I might have to go back and double check that. I know she donated some stuff to the Smithsonian.
Rear projection. Oh, but it's done so well.
Was that moonshine?
She left her heart there. Curtis, I don't know if you were here at the beginning of the stream, but I'm trying to convince Big Al to come on a Monday night stream with me. I might do an Alfred Hitchcock double feature. 2 films I'm guessing he hasn't seen before. And think about it for a second. We're this far into the film, and there's no horror elements. There's no just little bits of foreshadowing.
Just that little, just those little.
It's all been character stuff,
which Hitchcock did very well.
That martini looks good. I think I might end up having a martini next week. And that gull wants more blood. Yes, exactly. This is a whole lot of backstory that we're getting here.
Yeah.
And I think this is why I love this movie so much. It's not even really about the birds.
It's really what the birds end up doing.
Yeah.
By their sheer destructive nature.
Yeah, she doesn't even realize it was a bird. Ditch the martini.
They want cake. In the house. Or the barn.
Yeah. See, this is a very, very complicated shot here. A lot of green screen mixed with, practical effects, real birds, fake birds.
Yep.
When birds attack. I'm going to step away for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, and I was wrong. The green suit worn by Tippi Hedren in the movie showcased at Ireland's Museum of Style Icons. I think she donated her script to the Smithsonian. So okay. Make sure I got our facts straight there.
See, they're after her.
Like, who the birds?
Well, that was one heck of a birthday party. No one's going to forget that one.
Get Morgan Brittany to cover. That's right, she is in this, isn't she? One of the kids.
Uh-oh. You might want to open the door too to let them out. Opening one window is not going to do much. And he doesn't open any other windows either, just one window.
Dick Van Dyke did too good of a job cleaning the chimney.
You can imagine all the bird poop. That's just nuts.
That original.
He is twisting it.
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Is it good? I used it up a little bit.
She is just watching Mom.
Secret ingredient was.
For this size glass, maybe just a tad more Kahlua.
Really?
Yeah.
I went heavy on the cream because I was afraid of going too heavy on the alcohol.
Yeah, Troy brought me an alcoholic beverage because
one. She needed a muscle relaxer.
Yeah. It's like my muscles hurts, and it's kind of a reward for all the hard work I did.
Yes, the palette in this film, a lot of green.
Okay. I come back and I see a meme of Dick Van Dyke dancing with penguins. Where did that come from?
Were you down here when the swallows or whatever came out of the chimney?
No. Oh, okay.
The chimney sweep.
Okay, gotcha. Yes. I wasn't thinking through what had happened in the film.
Ooh, F-250. Built Ford tough.
I'll tell you, those were absolutely the lifeblood and backbone of the American Rust Belt.
John Deere, too.
John Deere green.
On a hot summer night.
Oh, Digsby. Didn't see you come in there.
Hey, these people just walking other people's houses.
Right. Oh, hi, Digsby.
She sees the broken teacups. Oh, I bet we're going to find a dead body. Betcha. I'd call out again just in case he's not dead.
No relation to Nancy Cartwright. Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. Farrah and Michael Jackson died on the same day, didn't they?
My gosh,
I'd forgotten about that. Those summer nights when birds would kill.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Wow, look like the Wraith there. You know, the eyes.
Yeah.
Please.
It's a very brief scene. I've never actually been able to look at that scene well enough to try and deduce how it was done. It's entirely possible that the black effects over the eyes was an after effect, kind of like in what was that movie, The Mummy's Hand?
Okay, she's driving without a license right now.
Oh yeah, Mummy's Hand with Tom Tyler. Like Curtis Selby is saying, Connie, I hold you personally responsible for this.
That's funny.
Her purse is at the crime scene.
She is flipping out.
Yeah, and you know, it's kind of necessary to tell people something that important, right?
Whoa.
Hope you put some brandy in that tea. She's going to need it.
Now, see, this is the way I interpret this. The tension was building, right? But the spark is the dangerous circumstance, right? Which oftentimes
it's
catalyzes,
yeah,
you know, and you know, emergency respond workers know, yeah, this happens.
The chemistry was there, but it took the spark to ignite it.
Exactly.
I'll pick up my purse while I'm there. While he's there.
Oh yeah, good point.
Curtis Selby says those who have watched Birdemic will understand this. This film needs stock options and coat hangers and solar panels.
The guys at Corridor Crew did a rework on Birdemic. It's worth checking out, Curtis.
Now, when she was running out of the
Rambles and Rambles, hello.
She dropped her purse and she was tripping over the handle as she was going. I wonder if that was accidental or
it seems like an odd thing to add intentionally. So I would guess that it was probably an accident left in, which offers a bit of verisimilitude, in my opinion.
It's like she's in a total panic. She's running. She drops her purse. She's tripping over the purse trying to get out.
You need to drink more. Well, of course not. You don't normally encounter dead bodies. What, the Corridor Crew? You know what? Let me find the video for you.
Rambles and Brambles, if you click on the Cosme link at the top of the chat, you can see the film.
Yep.
We can't show the actual film in YouTube or we'll get a copyright strike. So we do it via Cosme, so we can show the film and people can watch along without us having that strike. And then we just kind of talk about it as we're going along. There are lots of silences.
Yeah, it happens. You know, that's...
Yeah, you can still do it on your phone, Rambles and Brambles. If you look at the top of the chat, you'll see it says there should be like a black kind of oval. It says last call Troy Percelli. But if you expand on that, or if you click on that, it'll show a Cosme link.
I'll tell you what. Give me a second, and I will repaste it so that you don't have to scroll up.
I can do it.
That's hard to do on your phone.
I can do it. I can do it.
There you go.
Oh, fine. You do it.
No, I was right there. I was just dropping the Corridor Crew link, and you know. Actually, Al, you might enjoy that link to the Corridor Crew video. If you wanna,
I see a lot of their stuff. Yeah, I might have to check that out.
Save that one and check it out. You will enjoy that one. Have you seen Birdemic?
No.
That is one you might like. It's on that Ouija shark level. And honestly, it's actually better after you've seen the Corridor Crew thing.
I'm looking forward to Crackoon myself.
I squeezed that one into the notes for tomorrow. I didn't even ask Boomer. I just stuck it in the notes. So if I know him, he's going to add it. Curtis, you don't even realize, you haven't even seen it yet. Yes, you absolutely will. And I'm not even being funny. Yeah, yes, Sir Torin.
Rambles and Brambles. It's nice to hear your voices. I feel like I'm not alone. That's why we're here.
That's exactly why we do this. This is why it's called friends. Films with Friends.
Watch a film with friends.
Okay, I don't know anything about the filming location here, but every time she pulls up to the school here, I feel like if she were to just continue down and to the right a little bit, there would be the Bates Motel.
I know. It has that feeling.
You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. The funny thing is, I think the building that they used for the school was haunted.
If it wasn't, it should have been, damn it. I am not surprised that they did a riff tracks on that. I'll have to look into that. And you know what, Rambles and Brambles? Hit that subscribe button. We do this every week. Well, every other week on this channel, every other week over on Netter's channel.
I do it every week. I just alternate between Saturday and Friday. I'll be on again this Friday.
True. That's
with deleted scenes and Outlaw Bill. We'll be doing the Black Cat.
Good point. Good point. Yes. So Nate dropped the meme of it's a GIF of the that famous scene of the birds all over the jungle gym.
Yeah.
And I remember my mom once when we watched this together, she was like, someone had to clean up all that bird crap.
That's what I was saying when they were flying around the room, like all that bird poop.
Oh, see, I wasn't here when you said that.
Oh, that's right.
Now, this is also really cool. Kind of watch this because you saw the one land behind her just a second.
Yeah, a nice little cutaway.
Where's the spiders? Oh, wait, wrong movie.
So Torrin says it was haunted. It looked like it has suffered for 80 years or failed liberal policies. So it probably is haunted. I don't think that politics even falls into it. This is such a small town. It's so easy for commerce to change and business to just dry up there.
There's some more birds.
Now, I'll be honest with you. I have done no research into the filming of this movie. I've seen the movie a number of times and loved it, but haven't dug into like the behind the scenes of the trivia and all that kind of stuff. So it does make me wonder how they get shots like that of these birds landing,
Well, they did have a number of trained birds. And sometimes when you see a lot of birds, some of them are actually fake.
Okay, that makes sense.
They intersperse real birds with them. So
and I'm sure there's a lot of flocking.
Like that shot there would have had. Some of them are fake birds, but you see the flapping of the real ones. So
that's true. You don't see them all moving at one time. So yeah, okay, I get that. But man, sure. Even back there on the swings, you don't see any of them moving, so they could just be fake. Yeah, that would probably creep me out too, especially with what she's been through, right? Yeah, the school may be haunted, but damn, there's birds outside. I like that. Somebody's like, okay, I trust you. You wouldn't be telling me to do this if there wasn't a good reason. Got to get the children out of here? I think they're safer there.
Not with those big windows, they could crash right
through.
they'll
get in.
That's what some mother had said.
Oh no, it was the hotel that was haunted.
Oh,
there was something haunted. Some like old building. I thought it was a school, but I'm sure everything in an old place like that, everything.
Where was this filmed?
Oh God, where was it filmed?
I'm assuming it was West Coast, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, those birds are starting to creep me out.
Well, that's the whole point, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure that it was a challenge to get some of these shots.
They were filmed on location at Bodega Bay.
Oh, there you go.
Lunch.
That's the kind of shot you could only get once.
Yeah.
It's like, how the hell do we get them back together again? Double exposure, a composite shot. Kids are told to react to basically nothing, which is not too dissimilar from modern day CG stuff. You do notice a couple of shots where the kids are smiling. They're not supposed to be.
Yeah, one kid was just cracking up.
This Crow prequel is weird. Everyone who ever died in this town is returning right now.
Yeah. Ooh.
Get up, girl.
She lost her glasses. She can't see.
She can still get up.
And do what? Go where? Without someone to guide her, she's kind of stuck.
No key.
Check the top visor.
Yeah, well, that's not doing anything. The birds don't give a crap.
But you could also signal someone who may actually be close who has the key.
Good point. Good point.
Hopefully. Looks like it's
hey, I'm trying to steal your car. Come help us.
No, the birds are leaving. That's just the thing. It's like, what makes them come? What makes them go?
That does kind of add an element of uncertainty.
There were definitely a murder of crows.
Deleted scene says, you may remember the big sign out front. Well, she may not be thinking too clearly right now. This was back when you could smoke indoors.
It seemed weird to me to see somebody smoking, period.
Oh, by the way,
not many people do anymore.
I'm going to need to make another trick back to the tinderbox. I don't. The tobacco that I have left is completely dried up.
Huh?
Normally, that's true. When they behave differently, something's going on.
Well, you take a goose. I mean, a goose can be real nasty.
Oh, yeah. Ducks, too. Don't they know it's the end of the world?
I don't remember the Bible saying that we'll be attacked by birds to end the world.
Well, pestilence?
Hmm?
I like that little spar of scripture there. How many drinks have they discussed in there was the martinis, there was the brandy, there's the Bloody Mary. Damn, I love this movie.
I mean, look at that wall behind him.
I know, right? You see a lot of bottles of the same liquors up there. And you kind of have to wonder, do you need all that in this small of a town? Yes.
They're dealing with the birds like that. They do. Well, like I said, I worked at a little country store, and we had a wall behind the register just like that. Loaded.
A freaking men, my brother. See all the people wearing fedoras. I love that. Even the ladies wearing hats.
That's a lot of birds
that you know of.
Oh well, Curtis Selby's going to be visited by a demon tonight. He's out there. Did you say that in front of a mirror, Curtis Selby?
Yeah, exactly. This is the part of the movie that would be considered the message portion, right? Oh, forget the birds. That movie's so woke. It's an environmentalist, thing. Won't someone pick up the children?
Oh, the thing is, though, she's the only one qualified. The kids aren't even paying attention.
A little bit of
she's only getting upset now because her mother's upset.
He's half in the bag and he's heading to the freeway. You fed the chicken chicken?
How do you explain the missing eyes?
Well, it could be something simple like, a serial killer who collects eyeballs.
I think I read somewhere that they think it may have something to do with the tide as well. Or at least that becomes maybe an option.
They did say something about the full moon, right? They always make a mess. That was a nice way of saying they crap all over everything. Poor things. She's worried about the birds when people are dying, right? There's always one, right? Last time you watched this was 35 years ago.
Ooh, wow.
I have to do some thinking to think about when the last time was I saw it.
A double memory of some chick getting attacked in a phone booth. Yeah, they haven't had that scene yet. That's coming up.
That's coming up. That's a very famous scene.
Yeah,
that's the scene they usually show when they're talking about this movie. And Rambles and Brambles, where are you from? You from the other side of the pond, I'm guessing? Because only people like me on this side say maths.
Oh!
I know, right?
Dive bombed.
Well, because he comes in with enough velocity to knock his head against the pump.
Oh, yeah.
And he's out cold.
Whoa.
Yes. Now,
you can see
these days, the thing would not continue running. They have safeties to prevent that.
There's always the guy with the cigarette.
Exactly.
Cigar with the match.
Well, he's dead.
Well, smoking will kill you.
This was not the birds. This was This was
human stupidity. Well, it was instigated by the birds. That gasoline would not have been going if it wasn't for the birds.
How did they get a shot like that? That is probably something very simple, but man, that is really good.
And look at all the gulls.
Okay, the gulls in the foreground are absolutely, superimposed, a separate shot.
And celebrating.
But I'm talking about that flaming, in the background there. That's really good.
Yeah, the phone booth.
Here's that phone booth scene. Yeah. Now, the one little bit of trivia I do know is I do believe that she was really badly injured in this scene, and maybe I'm misremembering. This may have been a joke that Nate told on a Tuesday, but one of the birds that was in this shot gets killed. It may have just been a joke, but I totally could believe it.
I'd stay in the phone booth. It doesn't look like they can get in.
They can break through the glass.
I think they start to.
And I love that background shot of the firefighters with the hoses. You are in Britain. Okay, fair enough.
Wow. Phil's and Friends is going international.
You'll find that I use a lot of Britishisms just because, well, I'm a bit of an Anglophile.
Pat and his wife is English because my mother's from Lancashire.
That is true.
There we go. There's a crack.
My mother-in-law was a Lancashire lass. Self-professed. That was not my term for her. Tippi Hedren.
Yeah, Tippi Hedren, mother of Melanie Griffith, grandmother of Dakota Johnson.
See, I wish I could see those bottles more closely because I can't place all of them, and they're probably very different styles than they are today.
I was just staring at her. It's like, what? I did tell you.
I tried to warn you. Cornwall. Okay, fair enough.
Oh, cool. I love Cornwall.
How is she supposed to know?
Oh, yeah.
She's a witch.
Yeah.
She's a witch.
Witch, burn the witch.
Oh, look at that shot. Look at her.
I know.
What a great shot.
Just centers her, and the glistening eyes make it perfect,
Calm down.
Looks like talking about Cornwall, it's was it Southwest England? That over there?
Yes.
Yeah, I've always been intrigued.
Is that in Wales?
No, Wales.
I'm sorry, I don't. My geography's not the best.
It's under Wales, I think.
Under Wales.
Well, I mean,
that's fun to Wales. I'm sorry. I may have had way too much root beer vodka tonight. I have no doubt you are surrounded by shoreline.
Well, let's see. According to Google Maps, you are 5 hours and 31 minutes away from Lancashire, where my mom was born.
It's under Wales. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I told you it was under Wales. Falmouth. At the Celtic Sea.
Who died now?
Oh, for crying out loud, girl.
Oh, is that Suzanne Pleshette that got dead?
Yeah.
Is that an arm?
That's her leg on the.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
that's her
she
shoe.
fell back. It implies that she fell backwards.
Oh, I thought it was her arm just
off
like
the
had been
stairs, yeah, or off the
dislocated. But she was a cool character too. Why not? Okay, kids, get your Red Ryder BB guns.
Rambles, I'm not sure who you are saying thanks to, but no need to call any of us sir. We all work for a living.
I'm not sure I'm a ma'am.
Well, I assume he wasn't talking to
you. He says, thanks, Siri.
Oh, I see. Oh,
you can't read, dear.
No, I can't. Get a little double vision.
And we don't have a Siri. We have an Alexa. I can't say her name loud because she answers.
She did blew up, yes.
Yes, there are many times when
she thought you whispered, apparently.
I'll be listening to Netter's show and she puts something on her shopping cart and it ends up on my shopping cart.
Oh, no kidding. Holy cow. Didn't know that, Al.
Well, wait a minute. When I'm on a stream, I don't put anything on my shopping list while I'm streaming.
You have occasionally.
You have.
Oh yeah, when you're like, I need some more.
Liquor, put on your shopping list. Put like special. Well, when Troy's out of booze.
Yes, exactly.
Or somebody mentions something. Sometimes you do.
Hope you don't have automatic orders engaged. No. You just have booze.
It just
shipped you regularly.
And I really don't have a shopping list. It just blows my Alexa and starts talking to me and like, oh, okay.
Would you like to start a list?
A list? Yeah, that kind of stuff.
I like that. He's like, let me put the roof, the
hood up.
The hood up, yeah.
Or, that's not hood. Was it
the top, whatever. That's rough.
She's, a hero to the
at
end. At
that age, she's already dealing with survivor's guilt.
Yep.
You know, that's what they're portraying there. So I've seen this movie a number of times, and he calls his mom darling. He calls her darling. I get the impression that darling is just a term he uses for women very commonly.
Well, actually, in a lot of these old movies, everyone calls everyone darling.
Yeah. It is not common to hear it. You use it for mom, but there is a unique dynamic there. Curtis.
The birds will come out
tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar. Okay, I just sent Boomer the notes for tomorrow. Let me. He said he had to trim it down, so let me see what he took out. Nope, he kept Raccoon in there.
Raccoon is it.
Yes, Rambles, he did make a cameo really, really at the beginning of the movie.
Yep.
He's coming out of the pet shop as Tippi Hedren's going in.
Walking two little dogs.
Mm-hmm. And in the morning, the place will be covered in hay because it's one big nest. Deleted scenes. I'm sorry. I lost. What was it that was for real? I don't know what you're referring to.
The day the birds conquered the world.
And the morning shadow looks out of the world, and the world is covered with cobwebs.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, no, that was the way that Kingdom of the Spiders ended. I was making a joke about, this ending the same way.
I've never seen Kingdom. I'll have to watch Kingdom of the Spiders.
You didn't make it for Monday night. It was fun.
Nah, I watched a little bit of the early part of Arachnophobia, but
see, she started because she brought these birds there, and now everyone's being attacked.
As far as I was going to say, as far as we know, she was the first one to be attacked because we saw her get hit in the head on the way up there. But bloke did talk about being attacked in his boat the week before.
Yeah.
But again, that could have just been, they were trying to get at the fish.
And that doohickey on the wall is a bed warmer.
Yep.
For all you youngins.
Yeah, I like that.
Those
That's great.
like parrots.
The birds look at him like, "That's right, you lucky we in this cage."
How does he know?
It's divine retribution. It's the end of the world. I can say that because I've been drinking.
Maybe it's like that M. Night Shyamalan movie where the trees are putting out weird stuff.
Oh, The Happening. I hate that movie. That is my least favorite M. Night Shyamalan film. I'm like, really, dude? Now, that was another scene that kind of stands out for me. It's that there's no dialogue. It's just her cleaning up the teacups, and it's just
she's like in shock.
Yes,
you can tell by the
but
way
it's the kind of thing you would expect. It's like you got to keep busy. You got to, what else is she gonna do, right? Makes her feel better to do something.
She's been like crazed. Now she's in that like calm afterglow and just going through the motions kind of thing.
How would Dougie respond? I'm sick. That is relevant, though. The girl getting sick. She's really, really upset. Well, we saw the kind of onset of PTSD, right? The survivor's guilt, right, as I pointed out. You bastard for making that connection. I'll never be able to undo.
What's that?
Feed the birds, tuppence a bag.
Why are you standing up?
They're preparing to fight if they need to.
Oh, God. Rambles and Brambles brings up a great question. Tippi Hedren, who do you think would be a modern day equivalent? It's really hard to answer that because I have to ask in what aspect, right? Because there's a lot of history there with this. We were talking about this early in the stream. Here you go, breaking through the window. And those are obviously fake birds.
Tippi Hedren, this was her first breakout role, so she wasn't.
And because of a Me Too situation with Alfred Hitchcock, her career was very stymied. So I don't know, Ashley Judd maybe, but there's some huge differences there too. So it would be really hard for me to answer that question. But it's a great question. You really got me thinking there.
But if you're talking about who might be good in the role today, there's quite a few actresses out there I think could do a good job. You would be like that sexy seductress, but
classy.
But can play the harder, like kind of like.
I remember the first time I saw this scene, I did not think that's where he was going with this. I thought he was taking the cord to like electrocute the birds or something. I didn't know, but that is kind of clever.
I got blood all over me. Let's put it all over you now.
Like, stay. I need to do things. Just sit. She's trying to take care of him.
Sit down. Stop
He's saying, I got more important things to worry about than my bloody hand. This scene here, the Foley artist was just brilliant. The sound here.
Talking about the sound after the film would end. They would play this kind of sound as the people were leaving the theater.
Really? Oh, that's just
to
evil.
Keep that tension on them.
He just happens to have hammers and nails sitting in his kitchen.
Ooh.
Deleted scene says evil gulls. That could be the full moon version. Get Charles Brand on it.
So they're not explaining, or there doesn't seem to be an explanation for why they come and why they go.
And that's part of what's so scary about it.
It's just this random.
No explanation, and you can't predict it. Obvious signs of toxic masculinity here. If anything, this is the way of things, right? It's why masculinity exists, for the survival of the species. Satan's gulls. That's another great name for a.
Oh, I like that one, Satan's gulls.
No, I get what you're saying, Curtis, but it's a great commentary. Sir Sir Torrance says, I'm trying to work out what the Asylum version would be named. Yeah.
Should I hear flapping?
Nicole Kidman.
I could see Nicole Kidman playing a role like this. Absolutely, no doubt.
Like I said, Scarlett Johansson was one of the first ones that came to my mind.
Well, it's amazing. Through this whole thing, she hasn't broken a single nail.
Jessica Chastain. I think she could do the role.
We're just chilling.
Normally, I get your references, Sir Torn, but I don't get that one. The sequel to Eyes Wide Shut is really tamed down.
The sequel, it actually would be Eyes Pecked Out. It would be the sequel with the bird.
That's fine, Kurt. Nate, Jerry Ryan could play this role. I wouldn't watch it. I'm done with her. She's dead to me. All of those Star Trek women are, to be honest with you.
Don't open the door. Don't do it.
Oh, okay. That one totally went over my head, Sir Torn. I didn't catch that.
I told you.
Yeah. It's not just even the fact that it's Trek deleted scenes. It's
get out of the room.
These Trek women for Kamala and their, that whole. I don't know if you've seen anything about that, but Mark Maldikoff and I have been kind of following it. We're just done. We're just done. The call is coming from inside the house. That reference I got. I got that reference. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and check your history and check that out.
I wonder if this is the scene they were talking about. This they kept throwing birds at her.
Yes,
and she really got hurt.
Yep. I thought it was the phone booth scene, but I think it was the
doorknob. Get out of the room.
Yeah, this is that point where you've got to realize if I don't get out of here, I will die. That makes sense, Curtis.
Yeah, and they just kept throwing these like bird puppets at her.
Like, get out from in front of the door. I can't get in.
It's like, yeah, I'm going to have to move you in order to get the door open. Okay, so there's been a lot of talk about what weapon do you want during a zombie outbreak, right? I mean, a shotgun, but flame. Okay, but you don't want something that's going to make noise. It's going to attract more, blah, 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 this and that. You know what I want here? I would want a tennis racket. Honestly, I just want a tennis racket.
I wouldn't mind a sword or something quick like a katana or something.
It gets more brandy. What you need is a wire hanger and stock options. So you've seen Bird. What is the name of the movie that I just dropped?
Birdemic.
Birdemic. Yeah. Okay. That's true love. When someone pours alcohol into your mouth, that's love.
So you're saying I don't love you because I've never poured alcohol into your mouth?
I think you would if I needed it. If I couldn't do it for myself.
Well, it sounds like a nice thing for a Friday night, have
no, well, there's also the side of you've had enough.
Or have a bowl of rum there. She just feeds it to you a spoon at a time.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, but that car's got a cloth top.
Yeah, that is a problem. Yeah.
That's why I would go with the truck. It's like a tank over a Jeep. Jeep's faster, but a tank, could take a lot more punishment.
I'm thinking a spoonful of liquor helps the bad stuff go away.
Look at that shot. Oh, that was a great shot.
Yeah. This is the scene you kind of go away from the movie with, This is what causes the movie to kind of reverberate in your memory.
And it's like they're calm right now.
Don't piss them off. Don't piss them off.
It's like, maybe if I smell like bird, they'll leave me alone.
Curtis says this is better than I remember it. It helps when you got, the commentary going. I think if you've seen a movie already, you watch it again with a commentary track or with a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
Mystery Science Theatering it.
And you get other ideas, other viewpoints, and you just enjoy it together.
In the garage.
It's still terrible that Annie died, though, and know it's sad that actually because in the film Halloween, the character I was sad that died was also named Annie.
Oh yeah.
Like, man.
By the way, I will be doing a Halloween and Halloween 3 rewatch on the 21st with Sin's Corner.
Sweet. Those are some good films. Halloween 3, much better than people think it is.
Well, she told me she was a big Halloween fan, and I said, as far as I'm concerned, it's just Halloween and Halloween 3. She goes, okay, I'll watch those two. That's fine. No kidding.
So Target Games, it was like the budget version of the Parting of the Red Sea.
Yeah. Rambles and Brambles, be sure to follow me on YouTube. I do rewatch a double feature usually every Monday night. And Monday night here. And I'm seriously planning to do a Hitchcock double feature in the fairly near future. Going to try to pull Big Al in on that.
Be my pleasure.
And when I say try, what I really mean is coordinate with you so it's a night you can make it.
Okay, how are 3 adults and a child going to fit in that car?
Someone's going to have to sit on somebody's lap in the passenger's seat.
Uncomfortably, yeah. Is there a back seat?
No.
It's kind of like a shelf in the back. Just
that's what I was wondering.
I'd put that window up. Oh, the window is up. Okay.
Yeah, it's just really, really clean. Curtis says, is it too on the nose if I say Kamala will send them $750? No, she won't. They don't have computers. They can't apply for it.
Well, maybe FEMA can help. Oh, no, wait.
Before carbon monoxide was invented. No, I got the impression he put it in neutral and coasted forward.
It's like you're going to walk really slowly.
And she's kind of catatonic.
Yeah, she is. She is like totally in shock.
And then she's going to see the birds and freak out and scream and destroy everybody. It's been so long since I've
that would have been a great ending, man.
Right.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've seen this that I don't remember the ending.
I don't want to ruin anything, but I do want to draw the comparison. The ending for this is a little bit like Anna and the Apocalypse, you know? See?
It's like, shush. Don't say anything.
See, I'd be whispering in her ear. I know, but it's the only way we can get out of here. Be calm.
Because it does make you wonder, why are the birds not attacking right now?
They weren't given the signal. It's not in the script.
Curtis says, why do I see Jar Jar Binks saying, all of me's people gonna die? Oh, it's 5 a.m. where you're at, Rambles? Yeah, I
wow, yeah. That's what, yeah.
A significant time difference.
It's like, come on, you gotta get in the.
Is that Greenwich Mean Time in Cornwall?
What are you gonna fit those, girl?
It's within an hour of Greenwich Mean Time. I don't know exactly.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I know. I know. I was just curious.
Oh, I guess there is a back seat. Is there?
A tiny one.
It's kind of like a shelf. I've had to sit on this before in VWs.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. You're right. Now, I don't know if you caught that, but the look between them, that's like, remember earlier on when she said something about you're gaining a daughter? You know, someone's got to tell her you're gaining a daughter. It's implied there that she gets that feeling. This catalyzes kind of a positive relationship between them, right? She's feeling,
she's
nurturing towards her, right?
Yeah.
Now, I did say this is an ending that's kind of like Anna and the Apocalypse, but in reality, based on what we know from the radio announcement a little bit earlier, they're going to get out of town. They're probably going to be okay, right?
Wow. And that is the birds, everyone.
But you don't have any resolution. Why did they attack? Why did they go away?
Well, like Al was saying, you know,
makes you wonder. It's the mystery of it all.
Well, that's true, but it's also based on some real things that have happened in the world. Sometimes, maybe not to this extent, but things like this do happen, and it's usually isolated. So, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
They got some bad fish or whatever.
And that's what they finally did find out. That, like I said, this stuff was based on things that actually happened, and they've recently, I don't know about how recently, like this century, that there's some weird algae that is getting eaten by the fish, and then the birds eat fish, and the birds go crazy.
Yep.
And it's just it's just this weird little thing that happens, and that's why it happened. Now, of course, in the film, I'm sure there's a much more sinister thing, but the cool thing is they never explain it. Let the audience think about it. Let them
okay, wait a
wonder.
minute.
The birds are going to come after them when they go out.
We got Sir Torrance saying until the Birds 2 Land's End, and then Curtis Selby says, "Don't forget Birds 3, Big Bird's Revenge."
Yeah, Birds 2 Land's End, which also had Tippi Hedren in it, not as this character,
right?
And a film that she is embarrassed she was ever a part of, from what I understand. I've never seen it, don't know anything about it, but I hear not really so good of a things about it. But yeah, The Birds. I enjoyed that. That was a good film. That's I mean, it's artistic filmmaking at its best. I mean, Hitchcock was a master at that.
Lady Mist is saying over on Cosme, thank you for a super movie, Big Al.
You are more than
not showing up in the stream chat, so thank you over here. Well, that's weird. Don't know why you're not showing up in the main chat, Lady Mist. The
Cosby doesn't transfer.
And Evelyn, I honestly have never seen it, and if Evelyn says Birds 2 Land's End was a total stink bomb,
wow,
for her to say that, I know it must be.
And this is a woman who wants us all to watch Inframan.
That's what I'm saying.
Which
That's
we
what
will.
I'm saying.
We will eventually after the scary season's over. We'll
Curtis, it sounds like
try to pull that out on maybe a Friday night.
Curtis, like you should probably avoid. I think Birdemic might actually be better than Birds 2 based on what Evelyn just said.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, that is The Birds. That is the first part, of course, of Hitchcocktober.
Yep.
Here on my channel, the Saturday night version of Films with Friends. The next one, 2 weeks from tonight, will be the classic Hitchcock film, Psycho.
Man, oh God, Psycho. See, this is why I was so glad you were doing this whole Hitchcocktober thing. I have every single Psycho film, all the sequels, even Bates Motel, not the series, Bates Motel the movie.
Oh, okay. Good.
I have been kind of planning to, and just haven't gotten around to getting Bates Motel the series. Although I did watch the entire series.
I remember going to see Psycho 2, the real Psycho 2,
right?
When it came out, and just really thinking it was really cool. But yeah, the original Psycho going to be in 2 weeks. Of course, that's a long way from now. Got a lot between now and then. Starting tomorrow, which is basically deleted scenes version of Christmas, because he is busy all day long.
It's true. It is true.
He'll have a Western cinema with Outlaw Bill at around 4-ish. I'm sure if he's here, he could like let us know what the film is. Then of course he'll be on at 8 for Unscripted, and then at 9 o'clock on Geeky Geezers, going to be talking Crackoon, at least, possibly.
No, I confirmed that's still in the notes. So yeah, we'll be talking about Crackoon.
Hopefully, some tribute to Mr. John Amos.
John Amos and Chris Christopherson.
Yeah, good. John Amos, I forgot to do it in memoriam, but I do want to say John Amos, to me, when I was growing up, I lost my father when I was 3 years old.
Yeah.
But I remember watching Good Times. I loved his fatherly portrayal in that show. I just like that. Tough, fair, funny. Loved his family, loved his wife, and I just thought that was cool. I just thought John Amos was cool. And then of course, and Roots and and of course Beastmaster.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he was in Beastmaster. But yeah, I just thought John Amos was a cool dude. Coming to America, he just was great. It just that one hit me when I heard he had passed. So, So rest in peace, John Amos. Thank you so much for everything you gave us. But yeah, so Geeky Geezers tomorrow at 9 p.m. Talking about all kinds of stuff. Ubisoft, I'm sure, is going to come up.
They're about to we do, but we don't have as much gaming news as usual. We got a couple of points, but there's a number of cinema articles we need to talk about, including Megalopolis, Hellboy going directly to stream, and a little bit of talking about Joker too. So that's why I got to make sure I check out your review before we go into tomorrow.
I watched that Hellboy movie a few weeks back. Mm-hmm. I never did a review on it because I never had finished it.
And, fair enough.
And I don't feel like that. Feel like I don't like doing that if I haven't finished the film, which will tell you something about what I thought of the film. But after Geeky Geezers, of course, on Deleted Scenes channel will be The Other Side of Midnight at about 12:05 with whatever guests are awake. And
well, I actually already know because
or is there a special one?
He pulled in, he pulled in commitments, so I know that it's myself, awesome. Sin, Outlaw Bill, I believe Connie Cleary. I don't remember all off the top of my head, but we are going to be talking about physical media, specifically physical media, of the season, Halloween.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. He asked me about that. I feel bad because he's done. He's been with me every other Friday. God bless him. But man, 12:05 on a Sunday night is just so rare that I am up.
I get that.
I totally get that. That's
especially after a late Saturday night. Sundays is just sure. It usually takes me until Tuesday to really recover.
I hear you.
When I got work the next day, which I usually do have on Monday, I have a hard time with it. Troy is a little. Like, he's younger than me, so he's got a little bit more.
That doesn't mean much
stamina.
Deleted Scenes said Western Cinema presents this Oregon Trail. Why do I feel like instead of dying from dysentery, you die from appendicitis or something?
Something scary. Is that really just Oregon Trail? Because that's kind of frightening sounding.
It's a horror Western.
Yeah. Join.
No. He meant that it's Oregon Trail, not Oregon Trail.
Wagon Trail. But
so join Deleted Scenes at 12:05. They'll be talking about physical media and things like that. Like I said, I wish I could.
I may actually go on camera, just like Sin, because I do have to show off my some of my custom
stuff.
Containers for my. Collections.
Monday, double feature on last call at the movies. What you got this week?
So based on it's not like everyone was clamoring to see him, but I just felt after last night's zombie stream, I feel like there's two movies that I really wanted to share with everyone. So we'll be watching Fido and Warm Bodies. So it's going to be a zombie romance double feature.
Zombie romance.
Yep.
Where you could literally give your heart to someone.
Maybe, there will probably be more than one necrophilia joke, I'm sure.
That will lead into Tuesday, 8:30-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Sparkwood and 21 for the next episode of Twin Peaks: The Return.
Yep, episode 15, and we're getting to the point where I really can't say anything without it being a spoiler. So if you're enjoying the Twin Peaks watch parties, definitely join us. Don't feel bad if you aren't caught up. We'll give you enough backstory to follow along and maybe get you hooked on the Twin Peaks thing.
And of course, also talking about getting people hooked after Twin Peaks, the new show that will be its third week, will be a rewatch of Blake 7. So
Blake 7. It's actually episode 4, but yes.
Oh, episode 4. Sorry, I lost.
No, that's fine. That's fine. And Blake 7 is not as brain bending as Twin Peaks, so it's easy for me to help you get caught up. If you want to watch along with us, maybe Rambles. I don't know what age group you fall into, but if you weren't a Blake 7 fan back in the day, maybe your father was. That's going to be Tuesday, 9:30ish Central, 10:30ish Eastern. I don't know how dark early that would be on your side of the pond, Rambles.
Well, you can always check them out later.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not at, but on Wednesday, nothing still. I don't think anybody really has got
not
something.
Yet, yeah.
Unless Deleuze has something he can post in the chat for people. I know he does like an action thing with Outlaw Bill, I think. On Thursday night, Netters Network, Thursday Things. Who you got this week to talk with?
My special guest this week will be Real Wade Nation Gaming. And then after that, I don't have any guests for a while. So if you are interested in being a
channel,
guest,
you're trying to build your channel.
Yes, if you are trying to build your channel and you want to be a guest on Thursday Things, we could talk about your channel and try and get you some more subs and build you up. Please DM me on Twitter, Netters Network, no apostrophe, no spacing between the two. Just stick the two words together. I think you have to follow me in order to DM me. And then just let me know what Thursday you're interested in, and I'll pencil you in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, on Twitter you can't message unless you follow. I ran into that with Outlaw Bill, so I had to finally because I didn't know what his tag was because it was totally different than Outlaw Bill.
Yes, it is.
That was Thursday. Friday night at 8 p.m. It will be the Friday version of Films with Friends with deleted scenes and the aforementioned Outlaw Bill. He is joining me as a special guest. We're going to be watching from Universal Pictures 1935's The Black Cat. It is the first movie Bela Lugosi and Boris Karloff did together.
Yep.
And it's a quickie. It's only like a little over an hour, which a lot of those older films like went fast because I don't know, they just did. So please join us 8:00 for The Black Cat. Supposedly inspired by the Edgar Allan Poe.
It's very loosely.
It's got a cat in it. Yeah. Let's just say that.
Yes.
Then at 10:00, Last Call with Troy Pacelli. The man will be sitting at the under end of the bar with his carnival wagon, freshly oiled wheels. What you got going on this week?
Yeah, so this is a topic that Aged Boomer suggested, and we've actually put it off because of some other topics we've been covering. But next week we will get into superstitions, and we will have a special returning guest, Nick from Beyond the Hub podcast.
That's pretty cool.
So that will be next week, and I don't know what I'll be drinking. I was kind of thinking martini after tonight, but then I saw the brandy, and then they mentioned Bloody Mary, and so we'll see how I'm feeling come next Friday. Real quick, I also wanted to bring up Rumbles and Brumbles says, "Are you on Instagram?" I'm guessing he's referring to you, Big Al.
Me, I am. I'm at Big Alboski 1. All my information is in the below the chat.
Yeah, below in the chat.
Below the
feed. If you're talking to me, I have an Instagram account, but I don't use it.
And if you're talking to me, I do have an Instagram that I don't pay attention to. But if you message me there, I will get an email. And
I'm guessing I will too.
Yeah, I'm very lax on my Instagram. Yeah, Instagram, I'm Big Alboski 1. I think there's a one on it. It's down below.
Twitter.
I am at big_Alboski, like Alboski. So yeah. And that of course will then lead us to 1 week from tonight on Netters Network's Retro Cinema. We will be watching something that begins with an E, I assume.
Right, exactly.
The Electric Grandmother.
I love this movie.
I've never heard of that.
Really, I believe it's a Ray Bradbury story.
Oh,
it was
kind of like Twilight Zone. Did they do something based on a Twilight Zone?
As a matter of fact, I think it was originally a Twilight Zone episode. Cool. It's although it's Ray Bradbury, you could think of it very similar to the Isaac Asimov robot stories. It's literally about an electric grandmother, right? This was a made-for-TV film. This is a beautiful story. It kind of gets me misty. I would put it up there with like Bicentennial Man with oh
wow, yeah,
Robin Williams.
That's a good film.
We
haven't done that one.
It grabs you by the heart. It really does. Yeah. I love this movie, and it's hard to find. So that's why it's great to do this kind of a rewatch.
Own physical media.
Yeah, own physical media whenever possible.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. So yeah,
you're gonna enjoy it, Al. I know you will.
Oh yeah, I love stuff like that. And if I cry, I cry. Like I said, for those who haven't seen my Wild Robot. Sorry, the Wild Robot review. I cried like a baby at the end of that. That is so far best film of the year, and it did get 5 stars. In my personal opinion. But yeah. If you want to check out my reviews, I did a Joker twofer because I hadn't watched Joker until the other night before I watched Joker Folie à Deux. Boy, what a 2 different experiences.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. One was a great piece of cinema, and the other was a great piece
of mess.
Dung.
Everybody, make sure you're subscribed to Rumbles and Brumbles. Netter, you might want to check out his channel too.
I've already subbed.
I see his most recent video features a squirrel, which I think you'll get a kick out of.
That sounds so cute, Rumble.
Oh.
And Rumbles and Brumbles says it was an absolute pleasure to be part of this tonight. You guys rock. Feel like a really friendly vibe. Keep it up. Yeah, it's what we do all the time,
my friend.
so definitely follow all the people down below in the description. Everyone you see here in the chat. I think you'll find it worthwhile. I think you'll fit in here really, really, really well. The rewatches might be a challenge for you, since usually you'd have to watch them live to be able to watch the movie with us.
Unless you're on your own.
But, a lot of us do stuff that if you watch us on the rewatch, it would be just fine. You could just leave a comment.
But it's always better to have you here. I mean,
absolutely. If you can make it, you can make it. If you're having a night where you can't sleep, or you wake up early and can't fall back to sleep, just
on a cold Cornwall night.
Exactly.
Wake up, listen to the crashing waves as you watch a film with us.
I have 1 follower on Instagram. That's how little I go there.
There you go.
Yeah, but like I said, on my channel, like I said, my latest reviews, Joker and Joker 2 Folie à Deux.
Yeah.
And then Wolves and Uglies, that's on Netflix, and The Wild Robot. Those are the most recent ones I've done. I do want to say I watched a film yesterday that I might do a review of. It was a film that came out last year called #Chad Gets the Axe.
Interesting.
Which is a horror film about a guy who's streaming, and him and his friends are streaming. They go to a former murder house, and of course, bad things start to happen. But it's really well done. So hopefully I might get a review of that up tomorrow after I do my Iconic Universal Monsters posting for the week on Facebook. You know, hint, hint, if you like Universal Monsters, definitely check me out there. Troy, got any words you'd like for the people tonight before we head
no, just as always, please. We really are trying to build this community here, so make sure you're subscribed to all the people listed below in the description, all the people you've been interacting with here in the chat. Most of us all have channels that we're trying to build, and if nothing else, we're trying to build a community. So make sure you keep in touch. Those of you that do have channels, one recommendation I would make to you. Make use of your description here so that people can not only subscribe to your YouTube channel, but then find you on whatever other platforms you are on. That is a great way to, keep the connection. If you have a Discord, if you're on X, if you're on Facebook, all those kinds of things. And
I'm checking out Rambles and Brambles page.
See,
I like the look of that. That's kind of
cool.
Countryside stuff. And I would like to say, Rambles and Brambles, I am happy to be subscriber number 69. Oh yeah,
nice. I'm a YouTuber, so I'm obliged to say that when someone.
I didn't see what number I was. I did mine earlier in the stream, and
well, yeah, I'm just saying it says 69. So
we all contributed to Al being 69. So
hey, more the better.
There you go. There you go. And yeah, hit the like button. Definitely subscribe if you feel that we earned it. And that's all I got.
Okay, and of course, before I give my final farewell, the lovely yellow bird herself. The big chicken. Was Big Bird a chicken? What was Big Bird?
I am not a chicken.
the lovely Netter of Netter's Network always heads us out in such a great way. Madeir, please.
Well, of course, I want to make sure that you do sub to every member of the panel as well as every member of the chat. And if you think you're sub, please go back and double check that you're still sub because YouTube.
Yeah.
And I am happy to say that I only need, where'd it go? 116 more watch hours.
Wow, you're getting close.
Hit my 3,000. So again, thank you guys so much.
I said I wanted to get her there by the end of the year. I think she'll be there by the end of the month.
Yeah, I'm hoping. As I said, I can't do this without you guys. Those of you who have been putting me on 24/7, you guys are totally Osmo. I could not do this without you.
Yeah.
Every little bit helps. So even if you're just watching a couple of hours or having that tab open for a couple of hours, every little bit helps. And this success goes to you because like I said, I can't do it without you. Once I hit that 3,000 and I'm officially monetized, I will have Tom Conkle come onto my stream. We will do a special giveaway of his autographed copy of Trouble Is My Business. For those of you who don't know that, it's a wonderful film noir. In fact, we might even have a watch party.
Absolutely.
Well, either while he's on or whatever, so you guys can see it. And I said one lucky person will win an autographed copy of Trouble Is My Business. And with that said, we can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well, good, and fun. But it's so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat and you're dropping your comments, questions, trivia, being goofy, whatever it may be. And it doesn't feel like we're separated by miles or continents in some places. It feels like we're all hanging out in the same room, enjoying each other's company, having a great time. And you guys, you're not just our friends. You are our family. We love you guys, and we appreciate you so very much. You can be anywhere right now, and you're here. And that means so much to us. It's so encouraging. The many, many ways that you guys support us in our channels. For Troy, who's monetized, doing the super chats, super stickers, being a member, the thumbs up, and all that. For those who aren't monetized yet, the comments, the thumbs up, all of that, the watch hours, helping with the watch hours, all of that is so greatly appreciated. So thank you for encouraging us. Thank you for encouraging one another. And until next time, good night and God bless.
Thank you all for joining us. I do want to say that if this stream counts towards video count, this is number 600.
Nice.
600
wow.
videos on Big Al Presents.
Congratulations.
Just was looking at that. That's so cool.
What are we going to do in 66 more videos?
Ooh, the Omen.
Ooh.
That's going to be oh yeah, do an Omen rewatch.
Yeah, man, have to do the Omen. I do want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. We had a lot of fun watching the birds. Take care, everyone. Have a very happy and safe Sunday and a very happy and safe week ahead. God bless you all. Thank you so much.